Hi everybody, today I'm going to take you through a tutorial using more of my winnings from my Mintay Papers challenge. So I'm using the See You in Paris collection. I only have two things that they sent me. So I have the 6x8 add-on paper pack, and I have the paper elements here that has some tags and some envelopes and some little pieces. So I'm going to be using this to create a small mini album. Now I am using one of my chipboard covers that I will have for sale linked in the description box below if you want to purchase this cover. Now these are the pieces that will come with my cover. So it has 5 pieces, the front and back cover. If you are not using this, you'll need to cut 5 inches by 7 inches. This has 2 spines here. So the left-hand spine is 1 3/8 by 7 inches. The right-hand spine is 1.5 by 7 inches. And then I have this little piece that's going to wrap up here onto the top. So you can leave these 2 pieces off and just use these 3 pieces and use a regular cover. But I am not going to be binding this. I'm not going to be showing you how to wrap a traditional cover. So that is something that you will have to do separately if you're not using my cover. Now, if you are using my cover, you're going to need 6 pieces of cream cardstock that measure 1 1/8 by 7 inches. I have mine scored at 1/2 and 5/8 of an inch as guidelines to place these onto my cover. Then I have a piece that measures 3 inches by 7 inches. That's going to go on the inside of the spine. And then I have a piece here that's 1.5 by 6 3/4. I've scored at 1/2 and 1 inch. I've mitered the ends. This is going to be my hinge. So we're going to start with these pieces and put our cover together. Then I'm going to come back and build those base pages. I'm going to take one of my first pieces here, and I am just applying adhesive to one of those 1/2 inch sides on the piece. This is why I have those score lines, just so that I know where the halfway point is. I'm going to take this. I've got my front cover. My front cover does not have the engraving on it. I'm going to lay this here on top of this, and I'm going to use that first score line as a guide for placing this, and then I'm going to burnish this down. Now I did make one of these little spacers. It's 1/8 of an inch. I have my guideline here, but if you prefer to use spacers, you can do that as well. I will, I think, be selling those spacers too. So let me know what you think if you'd be interested in purchasing some of those laser cut acrylic spacers to make it easier to put your mini albums together. Just let me know in the comment section below. So once we have the cover on, we're going to take our smaller spine. This is the 1 3/8 inch spine. I'm going to place it down. So if I have this here, I'm going to place this down here, right up against that spacer. And then I'll burnish this down. Then I'll remove this, and I have that perfect spacing between my pieces. Then I'm going to take my next connector piece, and I am going to apply adhesive to one of those 1/2 inch tab sections. And then I'm going to place this on the other side of my spine, and I'm going to use that score line as a guide for placing this on the center of my piece. Then I will take my adhesive, apply it onto that 1/2 inch tab section here. And again, I'm going to then be using my spacer, or if you don't have the spacer, you will use that score line on the piece, taking the back cover now and adhering this down. Now, if you don't have that spacer, you can take your ruler, place it like this so that the edges are straight, and then use those guidelines on the pieces here, and you will have that 1/8 inch space and your edges will be straight. Next, I'm going to take my 3rd connector piece and apply my adhesive to one of those 1/2 inch tab sections on this piece. And then I'll take this and apply it here to the other side of the cover, using my score line again as a guide. And then I'll adhere this down. And I'll apply my adhesive to the other 1/2 inch section on this connector piece. Got my spacer down, and I'm going to take my 2nd spine piece. This is the 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch piece. And I'm going to adhere that down, and then I'll remove that spacer. Taking one more connector piece, I'm going to apply my adhesive first to one of those 1/2 inch sides, and then this piece will go here on the other side of my spine piece. Now I'll take my adhesive and apply it to this 1/2 inch section on the connector piece. And using my, there goes piece of paper. Using my spacer, I'm going to take my final piece here of my cover, that'll be my closure or my wrap portion, and placing it down here. Once all of those pieces are on, I'm going to take one of my leftover connector pieces, and I'm applying adhesive to the entire piece of this. So not just 1/2 of it, the entire thing, including that 1/8 inch section in the center. And I'm spreading my adhesive out. It might look like on camera like I'm using a lot, but I'm not. It's got adhesive on the whole thing, but it's a very thin layer. Once I have this, I'm going to use that 1/8 inch score line to line up this piece so that it is centered over this first gap between the wrap portion and the spine piece. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my final connector piece. I'm going to apply all of the adhesive on the back. And then I'm going to take this one and cover that next gap again, using that 1/8 inch score line as a guide for placing this so that it is 1/2 on the cover and 1/2 on the spine piece. And once I have those burnished, I'm actually going to take and very carefully fold up on the first one, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to run that paper down into that crease. And then I will do the same thing with the second one, very carefully running my bone folder into that crease and then folding up to get that paper into that fold. Now I have my 3-inch piece left over. I'm going to apply my adhesive to this entire back side of this piece, and this is the piece I'm going to use to cover the other spine section. I could have used 2 connector pieces, but because this is where my hinge is going to go and my pages are going to attach, I'm going to just cover the whole thing rather than having to add additional paper and decorative paper. I just want this whole thing to be covered. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to set this down. I'm using the grid on my mat so that I know that this is centered. And then I'm going to just adhere this down. Now, once that piece is on, I'm going to take my bone folder and fold that paper into that fold. I'm going to turn over. It's just easier to do on camera, and doing this with my left hand pulling this up. And I will fold this in here. So now I have my little book shape like this. The last thing is the hinge piece. So I am going to fold on my hinge. I'll use my bone folder to burnish, and I'm going to fold this in both directions. That way my pages will open and close a little bit more smoothly. So my album is only going to have 2 pages. That's why we only have 1 hinge. And I'm going to be adhering this right down into the center. So I'm going to take my adhesive here and apply it to that center 1/2 inch section. And I am going to adhere this, like I said, right in the center of that spine piece. With those 2 gaps on the side, it will actually end up being 1.5 inches. So I can eye this. If you are not good at eyeing this and you want to measure, you can go ahead and measure. I'm going to place this down here. And then I'm going to burnish this down. So now I have my hinge for my 2 pages and my wrap cover. We are ready to go and start building our base pages. Both of my pages are going to be the same. So this is going to be the front. It's going to open up like this. This is where the hinge is going to go. It's going to attach here. So it will fold here. This will be the back side with a flip up and a pocket. So a very simple page design, a very beginner-friendly album. Now I'm going to show you how to build this next. So you're going to need to cut 2 of all of these pieces to make your 2 pages. The first piece measures 11 inches by 7 inches. You'll score this at 4 3/8 and 8 3/4. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold in on the larger section. Then I'm going to take this and fold opposite direction on the smaller fold. So now I have a piece that the fold is here. So it's like a card with an extra fold. The next piece measures 5 3/8 by 7 inches. You're going to score 1/2 inch on each side. And we're just going to miter the ends on those 1/2 inch tab sections and then fold on those score lines and burnish those folds. Flipping this over, I'm going to take my adhesive and apply it to only one of these tabs. Now I'm going to make sure that this tab is on the right hand side. Taking this piece here, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to set this down so that this bottom portion is on this tab. And I'm going to line the edge up with the edge of that score line, and I'm going to make sure the top and the bottom edges are both lined up. I like to hold my paper in the middle so that it doesn't move when I burnish. And then I'm going to fold this back down and burnish this. So now I have my fold out here, and then this is where my hinge will go, so my page will attach here. We're going to flip over now to the back side. We're going to cut a piece that measures 5 3/8 by 3 1/4. On the 5 3/8 inch side, you're going to score 1/2 inch on each side. Then on one of the 3 1/4 inch sides, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. Miter the edges, get the paper out of the corners, and then fold on these score lines to create your pocket. Now this is going to go down here at the bottom of the page. Once I have my adhesive on my pocket, I will just line up the sides and the bottom edge, hold it in place, and then burnish this down. And again, I like to burnish from the middle outward. That way I don't get any type of puckering in the pocket. The final piece that we're going to cut for the page is 4 3/8 by 7 inches. Now on the 7 inch side, we're going to score 1/2 inch on one side, miter the ends on that 1/2 inch tab section. Then we're going to fold and burnish and then place this here as a top flap. Going to make sure that the score line at the top is lined up nice and straight, as are the sides here. Then I will hold this into place and then burnish this down. So now we have our pocket and our flap here, and our second page is done. The final thing that we're going to cut for each page is a photo mat for it sliding down into that pocket. It's 4 inches by 6.5 inches. This will go, once this is attached to the page, there is a pocket here, so this will go down in there. For now, I'm just going to set these in here so that they are out of the way. And now we have our 2 base pages and we have our album cover. In the next video, I'm going to go through how to decorate the pages using the Mintay paper collection See You in Paris, but you can use any paper collection you choose. You can add additional things to it. So if you are wanting a more step-by-step tutorial, go ahead and follow along in the next video. If you want to do your own thing, you absolutely do not have to. You can do whatever you want. But if you are looking to follow my tutorial, then I will see you in the next video.